Hi, my name is Victoria Adeli, and my speech is called Not a Regular Student. The purpose is to explain to the audience how college student athletes manage their time, stress, and their grades. Have you ever wondered how life is as a college student athlete? Do you all remember getting prepared to go to that intense Friday night high school football game, or even that rival basketball game that you waited patiently all semester for? It's just so much preparation outside of what you are seeing that expands beyond that football field or even that basketball court. Student athletes work around the clock from sunup to sundown, really throughout the whole year, and being a college student athlete brings a lot of workload and dedication. In high school, I myself did varsity basketball and was also a volleyball manager, so I was kind of within the athletic department from my freshman to senior year. I had to keep up with my grades as well as make time for my other activities, as I was in numerous clubs and committees and even held leadership positions. I even had a job while playing sports, so keeping good grades and managing my time wasn't really up for debate. Student athletes are very disciplined with planning out their time to help complete assignments by deadlines and also be the best student athlete that they can be on and off the court. With all that being said, I would love to enlighten you all about the things that student athletes go through and how they deal with tons of stress, assignments, while being on top of their game. College athletics and the sports industry have a lot of thrill, and with all the excitement, athletes know how to manage their time, stress, and their grades. There are so many battles when it comes to being a collegiate student athlete, but first I would like to speak about how they manage their time. Time management signifies a huge part in the athletic world. Athletes manage their time by what is most important. When it comes to planning out a schedule, athletes look at what is most important and then they plan accordingly. All athletes know that they'll have practice, and then they plan around practice times and the games to make sure they're using their time to complete their task they're required to do, like grades or physical therapy. Discipline is used to give athletes a structure to follow when they have busy schedules. Discipline can be hard for an average person, but for athletes it's mandatory to discipline themselves to manage their time and follow a structure. They hold themselves accountable for what they have signed up for and make time to get the work done by disciplining themselves instead of depending on coaches to discipline them. Next, I would like to bring your attention to stress. Every person goes through it, but athletes handle it their own way. Stress is common in athletes from all over the world. The athletic stress response is shown from all collegiate athletes. It demonstrates the relationship between stress and performance. Turning stress into an increase on the fields allow athletes to calm their stressors. Some resources and other websites that I looked at mention some types of stressors, such as a bad game, a lot of homework, or limited time or time to sleep. Athletes take deep breaths to calm their stress. In order to calm themselves in the heat of the moment, they slow their breathing and try to control it. Lastly, grades are an important aspect of being a college student athlete. And without grades, student athletes would not be students. Grades are important to make time for and keep up. Support from coaches, professors, and even their advisors help athletes to keep focused on their academic work. As a coach, it is their job to make sure that their players are getting the academic help that they need to graduate and stay as student athletes. Being an athlete at the collegiate level requires a lot of communication with professors and support from them. Professors have to work with the athletes' schedules to make sure they do not fail the athletes due to a busy schedule. Each institution offers an athletic school system that coaches, professors, and faculty abide by. School systems are built for athletes to help them succeed academically and in sports. School systems set guidelines for coaches, professors, and athletes to follow to make sure that they not just excel on the court, but as also in the classroom. According to the University of Oregon, they have 6 objectives for the academic success of their students. Student athletes, which include advise student with academic, social, and personal problems, organize study hall for the first year student, which is their freshman year and transfer year, with a minimum of 4 sessions a week. There are different programs to help athletes keep their grades up in the classroom. Tutoring is offered to all athletes, and study hall are requirements to stay on the team. One-on-ones with professors are advised to meet in office hours to push for better grades and better support system. Deadlines are often pushed back to help athletes schedule assignments or tests to pass a class. Although grades are incredibly important to keep up, nothing beats the thrill of being a college student athlete. Time management, stress, and grades. College athletics and the sports industry have a lot of thrill, and with all the excitement, athletes really know how to manage their time, stress, and their grades. In conclusion, collegiate athletes have a ton of support and love when it comes to juggling different obstacles. From managing their time, dealing with stress, and handling their grades, student athletes continue to work hard to become better on the field and off the field.